I've put up here on the screen a sample set of data just to give you an idea of what we need to look at. I have it here for an estate holder and spouse. This estate would be what I call a large estate. It's about $8.75 million. And you can see here from the slide there's a number of different assets that we have. We gave them a house in Florida, and we gave them a farm. We gave them some investment assets, some rental properties. We also gave them an extra business with one child in the business, one child in the farm, and then we gave them some life insurance. Life insurance has to be included in our calculation because life insurance is, the death benefit is includable in the calculation of federal estate taxes. Most people don't realize that. The agent sells them the policy and says it's tax-free. He means it's income tax-free, not estate tax-free. We'll talk in our video on large estates on some of the ways to avoid the estate taxes on the life insurance death benefit. It all hinges on the ownership and beneficiary designations. This estate holder and spouse financial data would be what I would call a large estate because they're exposed to federal estate taxes. And federal estate taxes is constantly changing. We're in a point right now where it's unpredictable where it's going to be. Because of a lot of political chaos that's involved in the federal estate tax system. And so we'll just have to kind of wait and see. There's also a estate I've got here for what I would call a medium-sized estate. This one's $735,000. There's no federal estate tax, but there's business interest. It's a blended family. There's his kids and her kids. And some of those types of issues have to be dealt with. So it's important to not only gather the data, but on our data taker, we've got a couple of columns. One is a column to describe the asset. One is the title to the asset. And we've limited the options. It's a drop-down on our menu to pick one of those options as far as how it's titled. There's the opportunity to put a description in there about the asset and then put its value and what indebtedness there is against it. In our data taker, we've got a special blank across from the bank accounts for credit card indebtedness and other types of indebtedness, such as those general credit or indebtedness, revolving account type of indebtedness. We also have provisions in there for life insurance, and we need quite a bit of information on a life insurance policy. We need to know who the owner, who the beneficiary, who the insured is. We need to know the death benefit. We need to know the cash value, and we need to have an approximate idea about the premium, because all those are going to influence gift taxes and estate taxes and income taxes of the insured based upon how we transfer and manipulate those assets. In our data taker, we're also asking for specific individuals to put down who's disabled, the nature of the disability. On the business paragraph, we're looking for information on who's involved in the business, who needs to be involved, who needs to retain managerial control of the business for the success of the business. So we would need people to indicate that. We'd like them to indicate their name and their birth date. If they want us to provide documents, we need to have that information. If they're not comfortable in giving us that information, well, then we won't be able to do the legal documents for them. And we're more than happy to converse on the phone or to converse through emails with people about who we are and what we do, and to converse with our financial advisor team. We try to set our service, our consulting up to help teams of financial planners, estate planners, accountants and CPAs, and then the attorney. And we try to design it so that if it's a local attorney and he doesn't always have the time to be as focused in estate planning as we are, we can provide him with support and assistance so he can assist you, and you can have someone you're comfortable with and trust to help assist you and still have some expertise available to that person as far as the implementation of an estate plan. We also, like I say, we have that specific type of information, and we have in there, we're requesting from people when they submit their data to show us, to indicate the name and address and phone number of attorneys and financial advisors. With attorneys, we usually want Supreme Court numbers. We deal with people who are not necessarily licensed in the places that I'm licensed, and so we may need to work with a licensed attorney in the area, and so we appreciate getting that kind of information. We also have information in there dealing with special requests, special bequests that you want to make of particular assets, or a general bequest to a friend or a family member. You want to get a particular type of asset or heirloom. There's opportunity in there to indicate that sort of thing. And of course, that's all part of producing legal documents, trusts and wills with respect to your estate plan. We would encourage you to take a look at that. Feel free to email us questions if you have them. But we look forward to receiving your data. We try to get a turnaround of a day or two from the time we get it to getting an answer back as far as what your estate looks like. So we would welcome your business, and we'd ask you to double click on that, fill it out, and send it back to us. Thank you.